Call meeting to order. Let the record show all board members are present.
Can't hear it.
Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have no resignations, no delegations, communication reports. Dr. Hutchins.
Well, like everyone else here, I went to the school board training this weekend, and I thought some of it was pretty interesting. But in all those trainings I've been to, I think the most interesting thing is hearing about what's going on in other counties. And sometimes after you sit and listen to people, you are very thankful that you're in Raleigh County. So I thought
That is true.
Ms. Smith.
As Dr. Hutchins said, we all attended the school board conference this weekend, and like her, parts of it were more interesting than others. And anyway, we got our hours. There you go. Ms. Embry?
Same thing with the meeting. The agenda really was pretty doggone good. The legislative stuff, I know, might be a little tough, but anyway, it was fairly good.
I'll second what everybody else said. The sessions were really good and stuff. I mean, it was a long day. About as much as my posterior could endure for that many hours. But when I left, I'd been there over 12 hours. So that was a long day. But I will tell, like Dr. Hudson said there, you talk to other counties, it's kind of like you think your kids got trouble till you watch somebody else's. Then you feel blessed, okay? So same way with the school board. You look at other counties, you think you have problems, so you look at other counties. And we're really blessed in Raleigh County to have the staff and have the county and the community we have to support education. So many counties are just, it's tough trying to make it do with no levies and no sources and just a lot of negativity. But it was good. I also, I was talking to Mr. Dillon there, I kind of caused him a little extra problem. I went down and looked at the courts at Liberty, and I thought they had already started. It's amazing what a power washing will do, okay? They power washed those upper courts, which you couldn't even see the lines on before. And then I thought, man, they painted them? And they hadn't, but everything was looking good there. And Liberty, we would like to have the game in a little quicker the other night. Went to overtime, and it wasn't what we wanted. So, and it was a rough weekend for the Mountaineers. So, when Ohio, and I would say Ohio University.
Woodrow's tennis courts are looking good too.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
So they're doing all those. They're going to look really good when they get off. That's all about it.
Well, I did what everybody else said regarding the school meeting in Charleston, and that's all I have. Dr. Hutchins, or Dr. Starcher, excuse me.
Well,
Can't talk.
we'll round it out. I attended the conference with our board members, and I thought overall it was good. I would echo the sentiment, though, that we are very blessed. It's amazing what this some of the presenters had to talk about based upon what's going on around the state. So we are blessed and very thankful for what we have here in Raleigh County. Couple things. Mr. Dillon and Ms. Colvin, they've been working with schools, secondary schools, to get the weapons detection system up and running. Last week, they led the work at ACT, and this week it's Independence High. Tomorrow, Independence High will actually begin using its system. Next week, it would be Liberty, then Shady, then Woodrow. So I know it's taking a lot of their time, but thank you for that, and just it will be well worth it when it's complete. And then our Centegics, our crisis alert badges, they're working very well. We still have a few to deploy, I believe, but overall, staff members are using the badges, whether it's different types of emergencies, but the staff members are using it. So again, thank you to this board for supporting both of those security measures to be implemented this year. I do believe, I believe our staff members are appreciative, and I will just remind us all. I know I meet with what used to be RCEA, but now it's EWV, I think, or something of that nature. We met last night for the first time, but the badges really came out of a conversation with RCEA, so I do appreciate their communication and support for this security measure as well. I have nothing else to say other than a special person does have a birthday today, and I just want everyone to know that it is Carla Daniels' birthday.
Yeah.
So if you,
She's 16.
she's 16 all over again. So if you have the opportunity, make sure you tell her happy birthday.
I've known her since she was 16. So,
Have you?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
happy birthday to Carla. That's all I
I
have.
will say this on the security thing. One of the things that one of the speakers said, and we hear it all the time, I've heard it nationally, the number one interest, number one concern, the number one thing that all parents have, it's not achievement, it's not a sport, it's safety. And so I think that the community, it's a constant evolving thing. We take it very seriously, and I think that we're doing everything within our power to make sure that concern is relayed or taken seriously as we can.
Thank you. Other reports, we're very pleased to have Mr. Questenberry here to talk about civic education graduate core programs.
Hello, I'm representing the West Virginia. Hello, I'm representing the West Virginia Civics Coalition as Vice President tonight to speak to you about the Excellence in Civics Education Award. The coalition works to promote civics education, civic engagement, and civil public discourse, and to be a resource to teachers, schools, and students throughout the state of West Virginia. Last year, we piloted this program where high school seniors can earn a graduation cord for the work that they do in civics. And Woodrow was one of the 3 schools in the states to pilot this program. It went very well, and we've opened this up and are inviting all high schools across the state to participate in this. There are a series of criteria that students would follow to earn this distinction, including 20 hours of volunteer service, 3 different project-based learning activities, things as varied as scouting, ROTC, honor society, teen court, 4-H, Model UN, lots of different ways where they are involved in the community. And then 2 experiential learning opportunities, such as attending a county government meeting like the Board of Education, writing to a public official, registering to vote, which at Woodrow we'll have the Secretary of State's office in during National Voter Registration to sign up our seniors to do that again. They have to earn an 85% in their civics or government or dual civics course, and take an online exam based on the citizenship exam where they score 80%, and then write a reflection about what they have learned and how that has helped them understand the importance of being involved in the life of their communities, of their state and their nation. We've done such a good job of preparing kids for college and career, but we want to add that 3rd C, the citizenship, helping our students to become the best human beings they can, the most productive, contributing citizens. I can tell you from personal experience, I had a student 2 years earlier he seemed like he was the bane of my existence. It did not work. He repeated a semester of my course, and then I had him senior year. And between having Officer Wall, our pro officer, come in and talk about Fourth Amendment and your rights when you're faced with law enforcement, and this program right here, I had this kid end up earning this in a civics class. He said, I'd be interested in that. There's not any other court I want, but this might be something. And he didn't think he could do it. And he worked and he worked and he earned it. And he said, you know, I think I'd like to go into law enforcement. Now, I would have never thought that when he was a sophomore. And this summer, well, I had another student that said, now I know how to not get in trouble with law enforcement. But this student chased me down in the parking lot at Walmart where he was working this summer. Mr. Q, guess what? I did it. I just got accepted to police academy. And he's actually, it's just such a tremendous success story. And if we could publicize this, I've shared brochures when we had the textbook orientation with other high school teachers. But I would love if Raleigh County as a board, as a school system, could pass some resolution or saying that, you know, we support and would like all of our high schools to participate in this opportunity. There is no cost to the county. The coalition will provide the cords to however many students earn them. And it's a very good opportunity for them to see that what they do can make a difference. They don't have to run for office. They can make a difference right here in their local community. And we really want to foster and encourage that, those leaders and those active citizens that will defend and protect and preserve our republic. So I thank you for, the support you've given, and ask for any support you could to publicize and
I just have a question,
encourage.
Tom.
Yes.
Who grades their reflection papers?
There's the committee.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the committee, but I didn't participate in those since I had my own students. Patricia Dillon's the chair of the committee for the Civics Coalition. She's a retired state social studies coordinator, and she's Gilder Lehrman State History Teacher of the Year. We have people here from WVU, from legal profession, from nonprofit organization. It's a wide variety of people, and there's a committee there that reads each one of these to make sure that it supports it.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, we submit it, the school will, and then the committee will have ones that review it.
Have you mentioned it to any of the other high school principals?
Not to the principals. I mentioned it when we had our social studies textbook training to the other high school 12th grade teachers. But it would be great if we're the first county in the state to say, hey, we're backing this for our students and for what they can give to our communities.
Okay, anybody have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, Mr. Dillon, back to school wellness and community affairs report.
President Ford, board members, Superintendent Starcher. I do appreciate the opportunity tonight to look back at a special event we were able to have in the month of August. That event was our Back to School Wellness Fair. It was on August 15th, and it truly is a great day, I believe, for our students and the community of Raleigh County. This day is not possible without the service staff and the professional staff of our school system. And I would like to give a special thanks to those folks, particularly our school staff, our county secretaries, our maintenance workers, delivery guys, cooks, bus drivers, nurses, directors, other central office staff. Without these people, that day is not possible. I really enjoy this day. Not that the other events aren't just as meaningful, but just everyone I look around in this room, just here at our central office. That day's not possible without the people in this room. Everybody in here pitches in and does something, from carrying all the supplies over to transporting the barber chairs to interacting with kids and setting up booths, and I do appreciate that. This particular year, we had 62 booths. We had our 27 schools participated, of course. We had central office booths as well. Then we had 23 outside vendors. So I really think we had a good turnout with our outside community. It's really an opportunity for our families to connect with some folks that maybe they've never been in front of. So I do appreciate all of our outside agencies participating as well. Every year we have an art contest. We ask for entries. Over my right shoulder, I guess it would be, are our winners. We have an elementary winner and we have a secondary school winner. This year, our elementary winner was Miss Bailey Cooper from Clear Fork Elementary. And our secondary winner was from Liberty High School, Miss Bailey Purdue. Each of these folks, through the Office of Technology, receive a Nintendo Switch, but with the idea of still moving and wellness and physical activity, we give them a Nintendo Switch with an accessory board where they're up and moving and not just sitting playing the game. So that's always our thought in mind. We also had a PSA contest where our secondary schools are encouraged to enter PSA. It could be on various things: healthy living, say no to drugs, against alcohol. This year, our winner was from Trap Hill Middle School. And it was centered around memories made, attendance first. So it was encouraging kids to come to school. So Mrs. Pennington's, she'll receive 2 Nintendo Switches that we thought that could be used in gym class or in technology class at their leisure for use. As always, we have booth winners. This year we did a little bit different. We had the folks that came that were there. This might be a sore subject here. We let the folks that came through the doors that day to vote, and we did have 3 winners. Our third place winner was Office of Special Programs. Our second place winner was Stanford Elementary, and our first place winner this year for best booth, and that's out of the 62 booths, was transportation. It's hard to. It's hard to beat a kid boarding a bus. It is. We also gave out 4 door prizes every hour. We encouraged kids to place their name into a hat, and we pulled out 5 winners, and those winners received a gift card to Chocolate Mousse. And you may say, Chocolate Mousse is supposed to be a back-to-school wellness fair. Our thought with the Chocolate Mousse is they have putt-putt or rock climbing, so we try to encourage them to keep moving. After they move, then they can get their ice cream or their milkshake. This year, we had 1,248 people enter into the Armory. So we signed them up at the door, and we had 1,248 folks. Now, that doesn't mean just students, but that's 1,248 people. I thought maybe our numbers were maybe a little bit down. I don't know. We're always up against the back to school, or the state fair. And Amanda Richmond pointed out to me, probably this year was maybe been the first year that we were up against school had already started in our surrounding counties. And I know it's a Raleigh County school event, but I'm not naive to think we have surrounding counties that attend as well. So they were already in school while we were still playing and enjoying the summer. We were also fortunate to secure a grant through the Inspire Foundation, as we've done in the past. That's specifically through Arby's. That grant was for $10,300. And with that, we have purchased underwear and socks in the past with the idea that anyone who needs them or anyone who comes to the center table at the end receives a week's supply of new underwear and socks, things that we take for granted. This year, we passed out 2,835 pairs of underwear, 2,250 pairs of socks. So people are really appreciative of things that we take for granted. We also distributed 604 what we call school supply bags. specific to programmatic level. In those bags, we have composition books, notebook paper, pencil, pens, rulers, crayons, glue, scissors, erasers, highlighters. So we try to place in the hand of our students at the end something to get them started off on the right foot. Also that day, our child nutrition department, Miss Malty Reeve, her department, our cooks, served over 600 meals on August 15th. They served over 1,000 smoothies. I think we ran out. So that's a great thing. That's a great thing. One of the things that people ask for and that they really look forward to is what Mr. Pack's ACT provides, and that's cosmetology, the free haircuts. So we performed 87 haircuts this year. So when you break that down per hour, I mean, that's really moving, putting 15, 16 people in a chair and cutting their hair. That's much appreciated. So once again, I would just like to publicly thank all of our school staff. For you guys, a lot of you guys were there as well. Dr. Starcher for her enthusiasm for the event as well. But we do appreciate our employees of Raleigh County and what you guys do in the back to school fair. So thank you.
Where's your picture?
That did not make it. It has made several social media sites, but it didn't make mine.
He was there getting his haircut.
Yeah.
Oh, he got something on his head, but not a haircut.
Did you see it? That was great.
Thank you. Okay, Michelle Blankenship. Preschool data report.
Good evening, President Ford, members of the board, and Superintendent Dr. Starcher. I just wanted to give you an update on the preschool enrollment that we have. At this time, we have placed 558 students in our actual Raleigh County schools, preschool classrooms, and 52 students in Head Start for a total of 610 students enrolled for pre-K. In the Raleigh County schools, we have 30 pre-K collaborative classrooms. We have 2 ABA pre-K classrooms, and then we also have 1 self-contained preschool classroom. Our collaborative partner, Head Start, they are providing 2 pre-K collaborative classrooms this year at Central and 1 classroom at the Sophia Head Start. This is a decrease of classrooms with Head Start. From last year, they had 5 collaborative classrooms. So this year, they have decreased the number of classrooms that they have in our partnership. We currently have 10 of our schools. The classrooms or the preschool classrooms are full. With the exception of Clear Fork, Beckley, and Shady, the remaining schools are nearing full capacity. They have 1 or 2 spots available. I foresee in the future that those spots will be filled. We are getting preschool applications every day, and we are also, the Office of Special Programs is still testing the 3-year-olds, and the ones that qualify for an IEP, they will need a spot or a placement at the school. So I feel certain that most of the schools will be full probably January. Do you have any questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Michelle, why did Head Start go down to?
Why did Head Start go down to 2 from 5?
Typically, they had 5
Right.
at Central, and they had 3 classrooms at Sophia. They are not opening the 3rd classroom at Sophia at all, and they're only giving us 1 classroom at a collaborative partnership at Sophia. And then Central, they have decreased their numbers due to personnel. And then their classrooms at Central and Sophia, they are not full. The classrooms that we have, the 10 that are full, they are at the max capacity, but they have about 15 students in each class, the 3 classrooms.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, next on our agenda, virtual student data report. And while she's coming up, I'd like to welcome Mr. Gerald to our meeting, city manager.
He's here to take pictures. Oh.
Oh, okay. Good evening. I'm here to give an update on our virtual school for the start of the school year. We are very fortunate and thankful to have additional virtual staff this year. So we now have 10 and a half teachers, 2 per core subject, 1 art teacher who is teaching art classes, art 6 and 8, art history, art appreciation, crafts, drawing, and painting. So the kids seem really excited to get those live art classes, and we are excited to have a live elective class. And then 1.5 special education teachers. We got an additional special education teacher, and I am doing the job of the virtual coordinator and also half-time special education teacher. We're starting off the school year with 175 students enrolled. That does include 16 alternative students from last year that are following over into this year, 6 medical homebound students. Of those 175 students, right now, 48 do have an IEP. We have 8 6th graders, 14 7th graders, 24 8th graders, 20 9th graders, 38 10th, 36 11, and 35 seniors. We have enrolled, the paper says 9, but as of today, there are 10 students that have re-enrolled back into Raleigh County Schools for the virtual program from either a private or homeschool setting. Our next orientation is scheduled for Wednesday, September 17th. And right now we have, when I wrote the paper, it was 56, and now I think we're up to 58 or 59 new applications for next week. Yay. Thank you. We're very excited about those numbers. It was a good start.
Anybody have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Reed, okay. Extended years summer school program overview.
Good evening, President Ford, board members, Superintendent Dr. Starcher. I'm here this evening to share some updates about our summer programs. You'll notice that we offered 3 sets of summer camps to our students this year. The first would be the Science of Reading Targeted Intensive Summer Camp for rising 1st and 2nd grade students. This was a 15-day program. We offered this at 3 sites and had a total of 20 students participate. The next camp, elementary summer camp, is actually for rising 3rd through 6th graders. I apologize for that error. It was also a 15-day camp at the same sites. There were 52 students that participated in total for the elementary camp, 33 at Beckley, 13 at Bradley, and 6 at Ridgeview. And then finally, we offered Energy Express camps in partnership with WVU Extension for rising 1st through 6th grade students. And this was a 28-day camp. We had a total of 51 students at 2 sites, Fairdale and Ridgeview. Some of the feedback we got from our summer camps were the teachers and the students that participated in our Science of Reading intensive summer camp and our elementary summer camp had scholastic materials in reading and math. They loved the materials. It was all hands-on. They did not use electronic devices, and each week was themed. The students had a text-rich environment every day, including math activities that were very relevant and reinforced the standards. Summer camps were originally slated to be held at 3 additional sites with a total of 113 students initially registering, but due to lack of enrollment, we had to consolidate our sites.
Okay. I think this is such a wonderful idea and such a great opportunity for kids. It's kind of sad that more don't participate. I don't have the answer to how you get them involved and get them there, but what an opportunity they're missing by not doing it. So I don't have the answer for you.
I agree. And we said the same thing last September when we presented the data for summer camps last year. We expanded the application And we were very hopeful that more students would participate. Since Beckley Stratton is a Title I school, we were able to offer it. And we had, I think, 13 middle school kids sign up. And we were concerned with those numbers and safety issues with having 1 or 2 students in a classroom at a time.
I guess people just don't want to give up any of their summer or something. I don't know. But I would think it would have grown based on previous history and the successes, but
I
that
asked some
didn't happen.
parents, now Energy Express is what I asked them about, and asked you other stuff, about, and told them and stuff. And they said, well, the kids go so late. We start so early. I want my kids to be able to just play in the summer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them probably, they don't understand. Energy Express is kind of like a camp.
Yes.
It's in
fun.
a way, and these others are too, but it's more like a camp. And you have college students in there working with them, and they're like counselors, and they do all kinds of fun stuff with them. And I've never heard anybody send their kids there who was disappointed. They all enjoy it, and the same with these others. It's just to get mom and dad in that mind frame somehow. I don't know how you do that, but it's a worthwhile thing. But I'll give you, Charlotte. It's how do you
motivate them to come out? And I'm sitting here thinking, of course, maybe Teresa remembers. She's been around not quite as long as me, but we used to have like 4 or 5 Energy Express sites, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes. I worked at one of them.
You worked at some of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
So I guess it's just, all of it's just going down.
Yeah. I do too.
I think it's the same thing. 4-H camp is down. It's just hard to get people give up. Kids want to lay back and sleep into 10 o'clock and do whatever. I don't know. It's motivate. Yeah, it's hard to motivate and stuff. But when I was a kid, I looked forward to camp. That meant I didn't have to work on the farm. So that's the reason. Hey, if I go to camp, I was out of the farm. Okay, so that's a good thing. But
I also wonder if students, back when I was young, we didn't have cell phones to connect with other children.
right.
And now they do. So it's not like they need to, I don't think kids look at it as like to go and socialize.
Thank you. No unfinished business, no policies and procedures. Consent items A, B, C, D, and E. Is there an objection? Any objection to approving those as a package?
I move we approve the consent items as were submitted to us.
All those in favor say aye. Motion carries. New business. Consider approval of the reschedule date for the November 11th regular board meeting to Monday, November the 10th, due to Veterans Day.
I move we move our meeting from Tuesday the 11th, 2005 to November the 10th, 2025, due to the Veterans Day holiday.
Motion's moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Consider approval of the 2025 affiliation agreement with Marshall and Raleigh County Schools. That's pretty standard.
This is actually a new agreement. It's a standard type agreement, but it is new. Ms. Foster and Ms. Pretty, they were working on this. But this is with Marshall University's Department of Counseling and Access Health. So Access Health has asked us if we would enter into this so they can, I guess, serve as the as locations for these students to complete. I would assume mental health counseling type practicums. So anyway, it would be my recommendation we would approve this as presented. And as I said, Ms. Foster and Ms. Pretty worked on this with Marshall, and this would start immediately.
Okay, do I have a motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider approval of the MOU with Stephen Pessis, I think, dental DDS, dental surgery, dental outreach PC.
Mr. Ford, this is a standard agreement. We've had the Smile Doctor. That's what we call them. We've worked with them for a number of years, so I would recommend it be approved as presented.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Consider approval of the MOU with Richard J. Karen Foundation in Raleigh County Schools for 25-26 school year.
That's correct. Letter D. Letter D.
Is that? Oh, yeah.
Yes. Now, this is something new. Again, Miss Foster and Miss Pretty worked on this prior to school beginning. But as you can see, particularly if you flip to page 3 and 4, I'm sorry, you can see different types of programming that would be available for students. Prevention programming, vaping, cannabis, things of that nature. This would support our nurses, potentially CIS, counselors, and so forth. But this is being recommended. I recommend it, but Miss Foster and Miss Pretty both worked on it. I'd recommend it be approved as presented.
We need all we can get.
You have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. E, consider approval of the request for exemption to the 4-year attendance requirements. Ms. Hodges.
Good evening, President Ford, Superintendent Dr. Starcher, board members. I'm presenting to you this evening and asking for you to approve the exceptions to 4-year attendance for the following. This will be the last time that I come to you this semester with this request. We have a total of 44 today. We have a total of 9 college exceptions, 33 work exceptions, and 2 option pathway exceptions. Like I said, this will be the last time this semester. You'll see me again in January. Maybe. Any questions?
I move we approve the 4-year attendance requirement exceptions as were submitted to us in our packet.
Motion's moved and seconded. Yes, sir.
Can I add one comment? Just to make it clear for the record, this is not to point any mistakes out, but this says for 24-25, and I just want to, on this yellow document, so I want to make sure that's updated to be 25-26
25-26.
before it goes in the record, Ms. Stinker.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. That'd be important.
So with that correction, have a motion.
I made the motion. I made the motion for 25-26 and not.
Oh,
that is,
okay.
okay.
Even though it didn't say that.
Yeah.
Is there a second? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, consider approval of the proximity learning. Ms. Hodges.
B.
Hello again. At this time, Proximity is providing live instruction for 180 Spanish students and 15 French students between Shady Spring High School and Independence High School. Woodrow did not need French now. Any questions about that live instruction? This was the program we transitioned over to second semester last year that some students enjoyed and some did not, because it was definitely a little more rigorous and a little more in depth. But yes, Spanish and French.
I will add, Ms. Hodges can attest to this, that one of our high schools, this came from the Superintendent's Advisory Council, the reason that we moved to this. And one of our high schools, after it had been implemented, came and said, we want to go back to the old way because it was a lot easier. But we said no, we're going to stick with this. And I do believe it's
been
far
good.
better.
Much
for our
better.
students.
And the teachers that proximity provided to us in the spring, they asked and requested to come back to Raleigh County this time. They said because they said if we continue in Raleigh County, can we go back? Because we really enjoyed those kids and the schools. So that was a nice compliment.
Ms. Hodges, I am correct. This would be the last year we offer French.
Correct.
We're only doing this to phase out the French
This
program.
was French 2
Actually, this is the last semester.
Correct.
We won't offer French in the
in
spring.
the spring. Thank you.
Okay, do we have a motion?
Move we approve proximity learning for 25-26, Spanish and French.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Consider approval of the submission of Woodrow Wilson High School Needs Project to the School Building Authority. Doctors?
Archer.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. Needs projects are due this week to the West Virginia School Building Authority. This is much like what you saw last fall about this time, but you can see there the proposed funding sources. The cost of this project has come down just a little with pricing. ZMM provided a cost proposal for us, and that should be the last page for you. So we are proposing to go back with the amount of funding we had last year, and then you can see what we're asking the SBA for. So we are more than a 50% match. I know we normally take a 50% match, but we are recommending to go forward with the amount there. So it is a little more than 50%. Interviews would be scheduled in November, and we will find out in December who receives the needs projects. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
We already amended our plan that reflected from last year, didn't we? So we don't have to do anything with that, correct?
This project was already in the
That's
CEFP.
why I said it was already there, so we were good.
Yeah, it was in there from the very beginning. So we don't need an amendment to our plan. Again, just quick summary. This would allow us to connect the buildings at Woodrow, so students would be under one roof for the full day. The cafeteria would be expanded into the existing courtyard to provide more space so that Woodrow could they have 3 lunches now, they could go to 2. What was the library would truly be renovated into a STEM center at Woodrow Wilson High School. The existing admin space would become a student support services suite, because on the kind of to the front left, a new admin suite would be built with a safe school entrance. And then there would be some space kind of where the current school resource officer's office is, that area over to the admin, that would be redesigned to serve as a suite for students in our more intensive special needs programs. It would be like there would be an apartment constructed to practice daily living skills, and various therapy spaces and a classroom there. So again, all of our students would be in the main building, and then connecting C Wing over to the existing gym would be multiple spaces built, and that would be our music suite, choral, instrumental, piano. There would be a piano room and so forth. And that would allow us to connect C to the gym. There would also be some renovations to the existing locker rooms and new restrooms constructed for the gymnasium PE program. That's just a high level view of it. It's detailed here for you. We're very hopeful that.
What about we were going to tear down the one, but we decided not to tear down the one. Are we going to do anything with that space in this process or not?
Not as part of this project. We would be keeping the building.
Right.
But this project itself does not include any renovation to that building. Now, I will tell you, Mr. Butcher is already working on financing the setting aside funding for that renovation should we receive this project.
That will be, my understanding, that was probably something working with incorporation of ACT correctly. That's what we
At this
determined.
point in time, that is what we would like to see. Now, I will say it's a little off topic, but not really. Last legislative session, you would recall that there was some discussion about removing the adult programs from ACT. Or from our career tech centers in the state. If that would happen, then we might not necessarily need to expand ACT to that building. So we have some other ideas that could help us to expand offerings for students. But we would like to wait and see what happens in the legislature. I do understand from a post that I saw on Facebook that apparently at I think meetings yesterday, it came back up about the career tech centers losing the adult programs again. So, I'm not exactly sure what will happen this legislative session, but if we get this program, and by the time we would have the needs project complete, hopefully we would have some finality to what's happening with our adult programs, and then we can make a decision of what to do with e-building. But we have multiple ideas of things we can do and purposefully use the space.
I move that we approve the submission of the Woodrow Wilson Special Needs Project to the School Building Authority, as was presented by the superintendent.
Second.
Okay. Any questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Consider approval of the community-based work program for 25-26 year. There's a list there on your schedule of the participating businesses.
This is a standard item each year, so I would recommend it be approved as presented.
Add any new ones, or is it the same ones?
Ms. Aker's going to come forward and answer that question. I apologize. Just hit the button.
Sorry, so sorry. So I apologize about that. I will be more prepared next time. This is new for me, so I appreciate all of you guys. So I did not hear the question that was asked. I apologize.
There are new sites added.
Yes, let me see can I see that? Yes, sorry. I apologize about that. I know that they have been working with, we're very excited. This is one of the programs that stepping into this position, I'm very excited about for this population of students to get out and work, in the real world setting. I know that they had branched out. Miss Morgan had been working with, trying to pull in additional companies and community members, especially from down the Route 3 area. They always have a hard time getting more of those. I know now on these, I'm not sure exactly the ones that they worked with last year, but I do know, I'm pretty sure like Giovanni's in Glendaniel, Tutors in Glendaniel, those were some of the newer ones that they added. They were able to bring on board this year. I will say also, in addition to this, just to kind of tag on to this, we just received the grad post to graduation grant, $21,000, that we're going to put a great deal of it toward this specific program to try to offer more opportunities for this population of students to kind of get out and work in the real world setting. And so we're really excited about that opportunity as well.
Okay, any questions? Have a motion?
That we approve the community-based work programs for 25-26.
Second.
Motion moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, approve superintendent's recommendations for personnel 25-26 year.
Good evening, everyone. You will see, as we started last board meeting, to highlight any of the changes. We have some corrections and we have some additions through the TBAs that were marked on the originally published recommendations. So beginning on page 1, we are going to remove the recommendation for transfer of the school health services director position. Then under elementary teachers, B, on the same page, there is a correction to change the transfer of Tina Lilly from a 6th grade to a multi-categorical special education teacher. That was entered incorrectly. The secondary teacher section, we're removing that section, all of that information. Then on page 3, we have, and I'll read the highlighted names. These are in place of the TBAs. Kayla Suttle, cheer coach, Cranberry Prosperity. Diana Lilly, basketball coach, assistant, non-paid, Mapscott. Bethany Weimer, cheer coach, Mapscott Elementary. Christy Ring, cheer coach, Maxwell Hill Elementary. Sean Keller, volleyball coach, Maxwell Hill Elementary. Alicia Thompson, cheer coach, Shady Spring Elementary. Amanda Inman, cheer coach, assistant, non-paid, Stratton Elementary. Donna Wesley, volleyball coach, Stratton Elementary. The next section, C, we have Leanne Collins, basketball coach, Cranberry Prosperity Elementary. Alicia Collins, basketball coach, assistant, non-paid, Cranberry Prosperity Elementary. And Jenna Foreign, volleyball coach, Cranberry Prosperity Elementary. Next page, Aaron Halstead, basketball coach, non-paid, Gent Elementary. William Whited, basketball coach, assistant, non-paid, Hollywood Elementary. Tammy Thomas, cheer coach, Mapscott Elementary. Layla Toney, cheer coach, Marsh Fork Elementary. Natalie Toney, cheer coach, assistant, non-paid, Marsh Fork Elementary. Ashley Delp, volleyball coach, assistant, non-paid, Ridgeview Elementary. Moving over to page 5. I'm sorry.
Like basketball coach, Maxwell Hill, to be announced. So
Those TBAs were, yes. So we took those TBAs out because we did not have a name to put on the recos tonight. Yes. Then on page 5, we just clarified that it was initially listed as OT and it's occupational therapist. So that was just clarification there. Page 7, this is the designation of specialized health procedure provider list. About midway down, you'll see Leslie Carter was changed. She was initially identified as Hollywood Elementary. She is a Bradley Elementary employee. And then the removal of Amy Deal at Shady Spring Middle. And those are all of the corrections and additions.
Okay. Your
I
recommendation.
apologize. I did not have the correct one. I was looking at the other one, so it was underneath stuff here. It was my, that's why I said I apologize. Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah. Re-hit it from me.
I did.
My recommendation is as presented with the corrections as noted by Ms. Monk.
Y'all have heard the recommendation. Have a motion.
Move we approve the superintendent's recommendation with the corrections that were noted.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Approve and review the superintendent's goals for 25-26. Anybody have any questions?
Any questions?
Had a chance to look at them?
Yeah, well, didn't get as early as I like to have it, but I mean, I'm not going to beat on anybody, but I'd like to have it earlier. But it looks like, a lot of stuff there that doing the, would you be willing to just kind of hit what is new? I mean, a lot of it came from before. But
Some of it is from before,
but
yes.
if you would hit what
So,
was new, I'd appreciate it.
and goal 1, the first item. You just want me to read them, or you want me to
Yeah,
just
just read
do
it.
1 bullet, 2 bullet? Do you want me to count? What's better?
No, I don't just like I thought that twice monthly video thing, is that new?
That's new.
That's what I thought. That's what
Yeah.
just
Begin a twice monthly video from the superintendent's desk to inform parents about specific topics related to Raleigh County schools. I'm taking that from a conversation we had with the Parent Advisory Council. So I've added that. I'm expanding the use of the digital billboard. That the expansion obviously is new. Expanding the membership of the Parent Advisory Council. We are doing that this year. You'll see promoting the parentguidance.org platform. You learned about that this weekend. Begin reading in elementary school classrooms accompanied by Raleigh the Raccoon. That is something new this year. Working with Director of Secondary to provide all freshmen a class of 2029 booklet. That is something new. Ms. Hodges has led that work. That is something coming from the Superintendent's Advisory Council. The students requested that. I shouldn't say requested it. They thought it would be something good to provide to students as they entered their freshman year. And the rest of that would be continuation. Goal 2, conducting a board work session regarding student outcomes. That is new. The third bullet, supporting the growth and development of district level administrative team, and I've identified offices there. That's new. The 5th bullet, meeting twice per month with identified principals. You'll see the schools identified there to monitor progress on schools' plans of improvement. Supporting school-based coaching for identified schools. That's new. Supporting split grade classrooms with professional learning opportunities. That's new. Supporting implementation of the 4-team structure in all schools. That's new. Ensuring teachers receive professional learning opportunities focused on effective instructional strategies. That's new. The next item, visiting each school at least every other month, discussing effective instructional strategies with principals, visiting classrooms, cafeterias, kitchens, providing follow-up messages. That's all new. The rest of that remains. Goal 3, expanding our virtual program, which obviously you have a great deal to do with that. That is new. The construction, the facility projects, the projects have changed, but that's still, that's a carryover. Supporting implementation of certain recommendations from the transportation and efficiency study. That's new. Goal 4 is completely new.
Appreciate you taking time to look over this. I know a lot of those have been very successful, and I'm kind of excited about some of the ones you've added there. I think they'll, I mean, it's more work for you and some of your staff, but they're very worthwhile, and I appreciate that.
Anybody have any questions?
Not, I'll make the motion then to approve the superintendent's goal for 25-26 as were presented to us by her.
Second.
2 seconds. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Well, we thank you for coming. That's all we have on our agenda. This meeting is adjourned.